Welcome back into episode number 2 of God Take the Wheel as Abraham Lincoln, and we are quite behind. We're behind, but we're not. I've spent some time making cities, so I'm at 6 cities where most of the AI is about between 4 and 5, but they're pinched up for land, and I have discovered the new continent, so we are going to try to expand. The name of this episode is Expand. If I can get from like 6 cities to like 15 or 20, I think that kind of automatically wins me the game. In the background, I'm working on Kilwa. There's a couple other wonders I kind of want to knock out. And once the cities grow again in population, we'll start knocking out things like campuses and start to get ahead. Already I'm so far behind on science. I'm at 26, where most of the AI is closer to like 100 science. The zombies, the zombies, they're getting to be quite powerful. They've gone up from like 50 to like, or from like 30 to like 50 damage. So I guess each era they're gonna jump up a lot like barbarians would. So I need to tech up to keep up with the Joneses. But my next tech should be Bombards, which will give me extra range damage from my cities, and I can try to keep up a little bit there. But I'm gonna get Magnus appointed into the new city of Buffalo, and I should get another governor charge here soon to give him provisions, and we'll start printing settlers from Buffalo. Hey, I finally circumnavigated with this random skirmisher. Oh, I get, yeah, because the north is right there. Okay, so I think this is a great big continent for me to explore and to try to find city-states. I do have a ton, and I do mean a ton of envoys just sitting, waiting to find these city-states. And Kilwa should be up, like, next turn, if I don't lose it on, if I don't get one turn on it. And hopefully that might push me through science if I can get, oh, look at all the barbs. If I can get, suzerainty of a bunch of city-states, it's really going to help me. Yay! More envoys! And if I can become suzerain of a whole bunch of city-states, it just gives me more and more and more and more boosts. And Alhambra, all in the same turn. This is very important too for me to keep getting these knocked out to keep up with the era score. I am desperately scared to death of getting a Dark Age and losing half of my cities. I don't know how I come back. But it is what it is. Here, I've got a couple of these. As I keep building industrial zones, and I keep getting all these free units, and the problem is they keep chewing up all my gold per turn. So I need to find some way to throw these guys into a volcano, appease the gods. Again, I've never done this. Using a sacrifice adjacent unit action with the soothsayer gaining. Oh, I think I need to get a soothsayer in order to do that. Okay. Let's go in here and buy one. They are 100 faith. I've got 200, not very much. But we'll start throwing a couple of these random guys in, because I'm getting musketmen now, and it's cheaper to just keep building, like this workshop will give me another one. So I can afford to throw away a couple of these guys. Now that Washington has made Kilwa, I might just knock out a couple more settlers. So now that I have a soothsayer, sacrifice adjacent unit. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, let's take a look here. Oh yeah, geez, that gave me 45 points for one unit. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know how many soothsayer actions I have. It actually doesn't seem like it took any charges at all from him. So there. I'll throw a whole bunch of guys into the fire. There, we found one. We found Cahokia down here to the south. Oh, wrong screen. And Cahokia, we are the first meet, and because we have the card in, we get suzerainty with 1 point. And that gives me an era score. And we get to see, oh, there's Caguana. So then we get Caguana, and we go to Caguana, and we go, hey, how about suzerainty there? Do we get anybody else? And that's how we're going to discover the island really quick. You can see all the barb camps everywhere. Barb camp there, tribal huts. So let's go around and pick up a bunch of tribal huts too. Hey, I didn't get era score for those suzerainities. I think that might be a bug. Next turn, I've got my first great person, which is the engineer. I don't exactly have like a complete control over them, but I think with industrial zones in most cities, I should get a lot of them. And 300 production towards a wonder is good because there's a bunch I want to get. Maybe that means I could get like Angkor Wat out really quick in the capital instead of having to build it from scratch. Hey, there's Angkor Wat, which gives me population in all currencies as well as one housing to match that population. So I should be able to get a campus in the capital now and in my other city of Cincinnati. No, I can't. It's actually New Orleans is going to have to get to Pop 7. Oh, New York I can. After we build the Taj Mahal. Now, the other thing I saw is I'm starting to see linemen pop up, which means now the barbs are going to have linemen. And, oh yeah, they're going to get even harder to kill. Yeah, of course. And then my poor skirmisher there. So I won the appease the gods, and what did I win? I won a free soothsayer. Woohoo! So I could have got him for 100 gold. I guess that's good. I could build a dam and start flooding my own tiles. Oh yeah, there's that cheaty thing where every time the bath stops a tile from flooding, you get 1 extra faith per turn. Yeah, you can cheese that. I remember seeing that way back years ago. I could go actually burn that volcano down and make the tiles better. Yeah, let's see how that works. 1, 2. So my city shouldn't actually lose pop if I go up here and go ba-boom. Yeah, it's giving me better tiles. I might have burnt my dam though, or my aqueduct. Yeah, maybe that wasn't the best idea. But it's fun burning stuff, right? This round of settlers, I could throw another one down here on my original capital, but I'm just dangerously throwing them all across the ocean. Not the smartest thing, but the soothsayer, maybe he could actually be a buoy in the water so that maybe I can see if there are barbs. I still think the ocean tiles are safe tiles, at least in my head. And I'm going to go towards the shore that way. My first spy is in Gorgo's, or Dido's area. And we're going to just like, I'm not necessarily trying to steal stuff from them. Tech boost would be nice if I can get my guy actually promoted. I would love to settle some fresh water. I think settling the volcano is maybe not the smartest thing to do in the world. But, yeah, if I settle on the tribal hut, I could put a campus there. So, I mean, let's just settle it. And I still would love to find some barb camps. And some more city-states. So maybe another settler up in this area. Oh, there's another tribal. Yeah, I'm getting all these tribal huts because I'm the first one. I'm the first one on this continent, so they're all here available. There's literally thousands of mobs running around on this island. I think it was a good idea. I just don't know how practical it is without sending in a giant army over here to clear them out. At the very least now with Chicago, I've got walls and I can try to defend myself that way. Now that my ranged attack does a little bit more. We'll get the knight all healed up. If I can promote him yet. I can't remember. No, he can't upgrade yet. But yeah, I'm just going to try to make cities that encapsulate a lot of area and take up a lot of land. That way I can take a lot of land away from the AI. So I'll try to put one like here where like tribal head is. Capture that area. One on the shore, like just really keep the AI pinned in and kept, as long as they stay on these like 5 cities, I'm not super worried about them. They're going to keep growing up to like 100, 150 science and culture, but they should really peak out at that. Oh, look at the Vikings. They're down to 9 science and 9 culture. That means he's down to 1 city. Oh, where did he go? Yeah, he lost all of his city. He's down to Bjarkoi as his only city. These are all free. Like, I could go capture these cities right now if I had the military strength to do it. I've got the military strength, I just don't have the technology or the units. If I had, like, siege or if I get up to plains, I could, like, Congo's gonna lose all of his cities too. And the last civ is Sweden, and I am willing to bet she is kicking butt with science. Usually I find, although her game is supposed to be culture, I always find that she does really, really well in science. And where on earth is she on the map? It's gonna have to become my turn in order for me to find her. But I'm slowly crawling up on air score. That puts me up to 80 by meeting the last person. And I've got a couple of wonders, so I guess I should... Ooh, there's another air score for reaching pop 15. So maybe, just maybe, we'll get to a golden age. Ooh. Ooh, all these bar boats. I need a navy. I need a fleet. But I'm so worried about expanding and growing. I like all these juicy land tiles. I want to get them all, but there's so many units and there's so much stuff. look, my builder was captured here by a privateer, and he's Zerbert, or what's the doctor from anyway. He's moved all the way down to this coast, almost. He's gonna, like, jumps in the ocean, he gets away. I'm not sure I can get this settler across, to be honest with you. We'll beeline straight for Buffalo and see if we can get there. Not the smartest thing to take your boats or your settlers across the ocean like that, but no one ever said I was smart. Oh, there's Taj Mahal. I think that actually gives me the golden age, or the dramatic normal age, or whatever you want to call it. But that's good. So I don't have to concentrate. Yeah, I'm at 85 out of 88, so I don't need to worry about wonder. Actually, yeah, I don't need to make that. I don't need to make this in Boston. It's just wasting air score. So instead, I'll keep it queued, but we'll get the university instead. I'm very quickly getting up in science to where I am more than competitive. I think it's just a matter of staying alive, and that means the AI shouldn't really tech me past the barbs in unit strength anymore. I should be setting the curve as far as, like, coming up against the linemen. You know, it was Dr. Zoidberg I'm thinking of. This little guy is like squirtling his way across the map, getting away from me. I've got a bombard, so my city strength, my ranged attacks is much stronger now. I don't need to keep it, but it's not harming anything. I should just throw them in here in case the next wave of Zomberts start to appear. And there's this little island down here. Yeah, look at all these guys around. Look at that. Look at, he's one tile away from eating my settler, and my settler is actually gonna Zoidberg onto the land, hopefully. Oh, actually, I'll have to soon. That might actually eat my settler. No, I'm just gonna settle on resources. So on the tobacco, on the cocoa, on the tobacco, on the, like, just try to get resources as quick as possible. Claim land. That's all I'm trying to do. You see up here, I'm losing units to these caravels, but that is exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to distract them. I'm just taking my guys and running them. Oh yeah, there's no way my settler gets through that. I'm just running units up here to try to distract them, and they'll kill my units. But that's fine, as long as they don't get my my juicy settlers. I've got to say, like, the AI is not handling this very well. Congo's down to 58 science, so they're probably down to like 3 cities. Let's take a look. Oh, she's down to 2 cities. Khmer, he's actually holding up. So my neighbor's holding up. The Greek Empire is okay, and then the Portuguese are okay, but look at their combat strength, like 65 combat strength. Of course, Norway's down to 1 city, but Australia's got 0 defense. Gorgo is fine, and then Christina's. So they're all like stuck on like 3 or 4 cities and losing cities. Like Congo's going to be out of the game. Yeah, they don't even have governors appointed into their cities. I've got a great person. I think this is a general that grants. The game's over. I win. I win. I win. Look at this. I get a warrior monk. Yes. Good lord. What? It grants 1 warrior monk with 1 promotion? Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, I've got 2. I can do it twice. I think that gives me the golden age, and we can get frigates. Excellent. Frigates should give me a momentary boost versus the AI. Just a temporary little one. We'll do campus again. Public works isn't a bad call though. We could probably turn it off diplomatically because there doesn't appear to be any other city-states on the map. This would have been such a good game if we had have gotten Barb Clan mode. I would have dramatic, because I still have 10 envoys just sitting around. I guess I could use them. There's no harm in you. Like I could get Athusia. The science one would be good from Perculus. Actually, that's not a bad call. We'll spend 7 for Terra. And that should jump my science up by 20. Second city here on the main continent. I could probably move in a little bit more to get some more land taken up, but this is fine. Philadelphia, and we can kind of freely start to grow the city out. This man-at-arms, if he stays alive, we're going to snake down in here and get that tribal hut. Look at there's there's zombers out on little zombie island. Free. But I feel like Chicago is actually in a lot of trouble over here. So let's send the engineer here and get some units. This caravel can actually come back to this city and heal. I'll buy that tile so that it can heal. I probably should have stopped that. Oops. Yeah, I need to be building things that lead me towards a win, not just more era score now that I'm already there. 100. Yeah, the faster you get things done, the better. So there is a musketman. James Watt can go here. He can make more musketmen. Look at that. Instantly creating 3 musketmen. And then we can start clearing some barb camps and getting some zone of control around the map. Here's another little rat city over here. Slowly taking over the city. There's Los Angeles. And this settler can land on that Olives. Why he would pathfind there is kind of beyond me. And I'm just going to keep making stuff. Oh yeah, no, I was going to burn that. I'm going to burn or chop down that rainforest to get an aqueduct to make my industrial zone better. And I'm still like focused in on making industrial zones first. I found that really fun the last playthrough, so I'm going to keep doing it here now. And oh yeah, we can do this. We can bust through the stone. And then basically getting free production towards an industrial zone. Here, now what to make? We can start chopping these. Yeah, we'll start chop. Chop, chop, chop. ABC, always be chopping. Here's kind of a strange thing. I'm actually going to throw down a holy site, even though it's not very good adjacency and it's not very good faith output. But if I look at great people, nobody's working on a religion. Nobody. So if I get a religion, I can save it for an era where I don't have enough era score, evangelize my beliefs and get a good 5 or 6 points that way. So it's not going to hurt me to put down a holy site, because I'm getting so many cities here soon. Again, there's no adjacency. I mean, a +1 is a +1. It's not that big a deal. Sure. Kills a good tile, though. Yeah, whatever. +1's a +1. Just to get that trickle, I'll put a shrine up, a temple up, just to get it. Yeah, there's one religion here somewhere. Where did it go? And it's Buddhism, and it's feed the world. I'd love to get it. But nobody's, like, Kimmer doesn't seem to want to share it with anybody. He's just hoarding it for himself. And I get it, man. It's a nice one. Here, I've got the governor charge for Reina, but I'm saving that for the era changeover, just so I can kind of safely get Golden Age in the next era as well. First World Congress, and you know what I should really pay attention to, again, is the sneaky Diplo win. You never know. Duplicates give Cheers and Resource, give an extra amenity. I don't really care. I've got tons of cotton in the new continent, and lots of honey. Public relations. Chosen player generates more grievances. Probably Dido. She seems to be very aggressive. And then Nobel Prize, sure. No. Sure. And I have not checked the Diplo win yet. I think that's the first actual Congress for this game. Oh, another flood. I need to get some dams up. But we'll see if that goes through. Oh, I meant to stop that one turn ago. Crap. Dies passed and Christina passed, and then, yeah, so I didn't get any. I got 1 point. That's okay. But let's quickly check the Diplo. Christina, 5 out of 20. So I should keep an eye on that. If she gets between 9 and 10, that's when I'm really going to start worrying about it. Because I've got 1 out of 20. Well, damn it. I'm up to 101 points already, too. Gee, I thought this was going to be kind of hard to get the era score. I'm on deity level, but it is what it is. And here's a great merchant point. So there's another point. I might get to like double, because there's been no announcement yet at all as far as the era changeover. Boston with the university, we're up to 147 science now. And yeah, I need builders bad too. I need builders so bad. This was the great merchant, so I need a... Okay, they can go with either one of these, because I don't have a banker in either of them. So more money. Everybody seems to be wanting to trade with me too. I don't really have much to trade except for some Diplo favor, but everybody keeps coming to me for trades in between turns. Cincinnati, we're gonna make a harbor. I was gonna do a campus, but the ability to make more boats is going to be really good. I need to make an army to get around here and clear all these barbs. I can't believe... I could cry right now. I can't believe it. It might be the first time I've ever stolen a technology with a spy. Like literally the first time ever. Oh, that's so good. I'm going to keep doing it over and over and over again too. Spearman, let's go fog bust and see what's down here. Builder, chop that out. Try to get that industrial zone built. So close. Again, here I have not like looked to settle optimally. City there, city here. 1, 2, 3. I think that's gonna kill that city if I settle here. So maybe if I go on the rice instead. In the floodplain. More air score. I've got the 4 because I've got the rolling empire. Yeah, of course. Yeah, just keep stacking it on and stacking it on. That's okay. That's okay. Just it's gonna make it harder for the next one. Couple big things have happened here. We can make River Valley, which I'm going to do. I need to figure out where that's gonna go, but we can also get coal. So that's going to be important. I don't see... I've got 4 coal per turn already, so they're maybe underneath of a city. But the leader pool is much smaller than it used to be. Unceremoniously, without being announced, both Norway and the Congo have disappeared from the game. Bum, bum, bum. Another city here just to the north of Buffalo. I'm going to save the Wonder Settle for next era. And we'll throw one down here and then one on the Wonder. That should be the rest of this part of the continent. San Francisco. And San Francisco might get a harbor. I actually might put the harbor here, of all places. And try to get some boats out as well. There's another city, and this should cover up a lot of the land. It should cover like from the coast over to here, all the fresh water up to the... Ooh, look at those juicy, juicy coal tiles. Oh, maybe I do want to settle here instead. I mean, I don't... How much coal does a person really need? Nah, it's fine. I can just put another city down. I'm just going to keep settling cities right through the end of the game. As long as the AI doesn't get them, then I do get them. So that's kind of my philosophy. Here with these free units, I'm just going to keep exploring. These barbs seem to be like in a trance. They're mesmerized by this pikeman. They're just like, oh, my poke. So they haven't moved in like, I don't know, 10, 15 turns. So I'm kind of free to make whatever I want in San Francisco. I was kind of worried that they're going to plunder my harbor, but I guess not. Here, let's focus on ranged attacks. Yeah, and keep working settlers over. They're everywhere. Everywhere. Oh, look at them, like... Just barbs and zombies everywhere. Another great person, great engineer, activates a eureka moment for the computer technology. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, just relax. I could just let them keep pounding on me to get the... Yeah, I'll just wait a turn and see how many how many kill themselves on me. Can't guarantee it, but it looks like it took about 200 or 301 turns for them to decide that they're going to send a religion over and finally start to conquer. I mean, there's a window where they can conquer the world because there's only one religion and nobody else is actually building religious points. How are we doing now? Profit, 69 turns. At least somebody else is working for it now, so they're not going to like run away with a complete victory. Still no notification about the era change, so I'm just going to keep working away. Finally, it feels like it's been a long era, but 9 turns. So I could start to worry about building wonders for the next era and getting cities set up in order to really capitalize on the start of things. Here, we can actually build... Yeah, let's go down here and make the... 30% production towards military units. Yeah, sure. Here, I'm continuing to chop. It's very like 3 chops, and I get an aqueduct and an industrial zone in a city. It's actually a very powerful way to get things boosted. Here, Kakuga, there's so many barbs. I'm settling this way, so I want to come down and clear. Here, let's fortify. I might need to find a better tile to fortify on. Promotions everywhere. Chicago has another unit, so we can kind of defend a little bit. There's a ton of desert everywhere. And let's come clear this barb camp. This musketman up here to the north, I don't think he survives. But we're going to make a city there next turn as long as that skirmisher doesn't get to him. I'm going to fortify here. I'm across the river on a +6 defense tile. So I should be able to take a lot of damage there. Let's see if he survives. There's one more city right on the foxes. And it'll give me a ranged attack automatically. That's the one thing I think is a little OP, is getting that ranged attack without waiting a turn. Especially in multiplayer, I feel like that might be a bit much. But now that musketman's actually going to survive. Yay! Now this city, I should probably wait for the era and this maybe not take up the most space. But yeah, sure. Any city is a good city. Here, I think we can fill back in down this area a little bit. It's going to be a long walk, but down here. More settlers on the ocean. And it'll be kind of interesting to see. I think we're going to call it an end of the episode here at the end of the era. This is a long series. Like the eras are taking a very long turn. Time to get through. So we'll probably call it here, and we'll do a count and see how much we've grown in this one era. What's a little bit more era score? We have another great person. We have another great engineer. We're gonna get an admiral just after. Great general, not for quite a while. This engineer and maybe the next one. Prophet in the next era. Yeah, now that I've decided to go for it, everybody's going for it. The scientists are being very highly contested because everybody wants science. Artists, yeah, not that big a deal. But let's recruit, and we can start building some more wonders in the next era. Here is the Golden Age, and we'll play the turn through and we'll talk about how things are going. Everybody's so happy. Everybody's so happy. Man-at-Arms can finally... Well, oh my god, that's 2! Is this the game? Is this a game where spies actually work? Is this all it took? I can finally put the settler down. We kind of overshot the era score by about 50, so let's see if we can do it again. I don't really care where I settle here. I'm just settling for the era score. Settle on a wonder, and you get 4 era score. Imagine that. My capital, Washington, can now go back to building the wonder they were working on. Actually, an ironclad I think is going to give me some points. But let's finish Oxford. We got River Valley going in New York. Cincinnati. We could put down some power, but let's start making... Ooh, the Panama Canal. We've got like 3 wonders in the city to build. So let's start with the Statue of Liberty. Just so that way the AI doesn't get... I could have built that an era ago, but we'll leave it in there for now. Settler is done in Buffalo. And Buffalo is going to... Magnus is going to move on because it's starting to take too long to get the settlers from where they're going. So we can start making something worthwhile, like maybe a campus. And again, I'm not too concerned about the pluses or the minuses, like +1. +1's fine. It's not about that, because with having 2 city-states on site, they give me more points than the adjacency would. Settler in Chicago, and he's going to go down here to this wonder, Lealsford, and try to get that for a settle. So Chicago can now get concerned about themselves. We shall build a compass. Yeah, sure. Back at the governor's screen, and we can actually appoint Reina now to get all of the guys, and Reina can just go into, say, I mean, she should go into a city that has a harbor. Not that it really matters. Buffalo's fine. We're at 136 out of 208, so we need about 70 points. I think I can manage that. I think that's okay. Let's take a look at how we stack up now. We started the game at like 30 science per turn, and we're up to just about 300. Easily puts us in first place. Actually, I'm in first or near first place with culture as well, even though I have no theater squares at all. My military score again is over 1,000, which is more than double anybody else. Well, maybe not near Dido, but she's got some boats in the ocean. My gold per turn is at 250, and that's only because I have so many units eating away at that. But if we look at the win, I'm nowhere near the lead in science here as far as technologies learned, because I'm not super concerned about getting all the technologies. I'm just worried about getting specific ones. Domination, nobody's really winning. Religious. Khmer is actually finally starting to convert cities, but that's about to change because the rest of the world is going to get their own religion. The Diplo, Sweden is winning with 5, so that's not a huge concern at the moment. So I think we're going to go for science. I know we did science last game, but that being said, the second that I get planes, at the very least, we're going to start going to war with the free cities. So we can conquer the Congo, we can conquer Norway, we can conquer this whole entire continent. Yeah. So we're going to go for a science win slash military win. It's just going to mean that the turns take forever. This game is going to take me forever. Hopefully I can cut a whole bunch out so you guys don't have to like put yourself through it. But no, all in all, I thought the start of the game was going to be way harder. But everybody seemed to be peaceful, so that's their own fault. If they don't happen to go into a dark or a normal age, they're going to be in a rough way. Actually, see if we can get through to see what the dedications are. We're not. So let's look at the dedications. Everybody is in a golden age except for Sweden. Ooh, oh, and Australia. Sweden and Australia. So that means he's going to start losing all of his cities. He's already lost Hobart. He's lost Kopal. And then up here, Sweden is going to lose all of hers. So it's going to come down between me and Gorgo, I do believe. So let's rush towards planes. I mean, I'm getting planes right now. But let's go for bombers and bomb the world. So niter or aluminum, and then bombers, jet bombers, uranium, nukes, all the fun stuff, all the fun stuff. And oh, you know what's probably a good call is we should probably worry about flooding the world too. Because I do have a whole lot of that going on. And then we'll go into like stealth technology. And if we happen to uncover the stuff to go for a science win, we'll go. But if not, we're just going to start taking over free cities. So yeah, no, thank you for watching. Yeah, it's been kind of fun. Again, I would have never chosen a Terra map. I would have never chosen... any of the settings in this game. So that's the one thing about this game type. God take the wheel is I am not deciding what's happening. So thank you for watching, and in the next episode we should like start taking over the world.